which leads, it leads into my next question about leadership with everything that we are held accountable for as Africans in America, as Black people, as we call ourselves. Where is our leadership, man? Where is the Black man? Because it doesn't matter from the women to the children to the situations that it's in. It always leads Black back to the Black man. Where do you stand on the leadership? Where are our Black men these days? Where are they?
To be honest, the black man is in psychological warfare. For it's a battle every day, and I'm speaking on that as myself. Just getting up, going to work every day, providing for your family. Fighting all the obstacles that's in your way. Those trying to stop you from feeding your family. Fighting against them like it's a constant psychological warfare. Like it's been plenty of days where I wanted to just snap off and go crazy, but I see the images of my kids in the back of my head that continue to push me for me to grow, as an individual, and to be honest, education and awareness, amongst the Black brothers is a big thing. If you're the type of person to where you don't want to accept the truth, where you want to willingly walk around unconscious, you know what I'm saying, then you will never make any grounds. You will never make any grounds. I mean, there's a lot of brothers out here that I see that are starting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? And when these brothers wake up, like you said, one can reach, at least 50. And if that 50 can go out and reach 100, I mean, we can spread this truth, we can spread this Black truth, you know what I'm saying? And once we're able to do that and come together as a collective, you know what I'm saying, we can do a lot of things. We can do a lot of things. And it's not going to take one or two. That's it's not going to work. All we can do is spread the word. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, we got a lot of brothers out here who have money. You know what I'm saying? We have to get them in the mind frame to invest in, into the truth going out. Because, it takes a lot for the truth to get out. And I feel like a lot of these brothers, their minds are not in the right place.
Right.
You got to look at society and the way society is going. The way they project these images on these kids. I was walking around the mall the other day and saw the biggest Black dude in my life in some tight pants with another Black dude with his hands around his waist. And my kids see that. And for my kids to see that, that's damaging to a child.
Wow.
And you have to explain to a child that this is not right. And I see my Black brothers walking around like that. You got the entertainment people out here. The brothers entertainment who have the means to project a positive image, but they're not because they're too busy chasing money.
Right.
They're too busy chasing money that really that they shouldn't even be touching. They shouldn't be touching, but they're chasing that dollar amount, and they're doing what it takes to get that dollar amount. You got dudes walking around here in skirts. You know what I'm saying? The image of the male has completely shifted roles with the female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for us to move forward, we got to get that knowledge out of what a man is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they don't understand what a man is. First of all, a man is an honest man. A man is a loyal man. He's liable, and he knows the truth.
Right.
You cannot be a man if you don't know the truth. Right. You have to walk in the truth first. So, and that's our whole take on it. We're trying to get brothers to walk in the truth first. Once we get that truth out, and once they understand it, a lot of brothers will be awakened. And like I tell all my queens, the kings will return once the war is once we understand the war, once we understand the enemy, the kings will return, and we will return stronger than ever.
Right. Sure. And I want to say this. I heard Dr. John Henry Clark say, and you reminded me when you made that statement. You can't get half your soul and say that you're an honest man. You are contaminated. You can't tell half the truth and say that you're an honest person. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be truthful, you got to tell the whole truth. You don't get to give half of yourself, a part of yourself, and then expect the rest of yourself to not be contaminated or dysfunctional in some type of way. And that wasn't verbatim. That was kind of paraphrased, but you reminded me of what you just said. And when it comes to the leadership and the Black man, there is no other creature or race of man on this earth like the Black man. Mm-hmm. Nobody has been through the struggle like the Black man. The closest thing that comes close to that is the Black woman.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, and when we talk about it,
well, I'm about to ask you a question. I want
to touch on the previous question.
I want you to address this question because you're the best person to answer that for me. I need you to answer this question, brother Kosse. With the black man, when we make a statement like I just made to brother Antwoine, we say, well, "Where's our black leadership?" Why is it always a negative response? Well, the women ain't this either. The women are trifling too. No. Even with the women trifling, if they had that leader intact, it wouldn't be trifling. It still reverts back to the black man regardless because he is the leader and he has control.
Right.
What is your take on the black leadership and the struggle for the black man that he has to deal with on a daily basis?
The whole thing is, Brother Twan hit it right on the head, man. It comes down to the fact that the first target that's attacked is the black man, whether it's psychologically, physically,
right?
You know what I mean, mentally. All the black man is under attack.
Emotionally.
Yeah, particularly. You know what I mean? We deal with, you know what I'm saying, we in a society and in this place where automatically this complex of inferiority is put into a black man's head. You know what I mean? And that can come from a plethora of places, you know what I mean? Whether it's TV, you know what I'm saying, whether it's their father, their mother not being in their life, whether it's their father, their mother telling them, you know what I'm saying, what they've experienced in their life, or even down to first person, you know what I'm saying, life experiences that shape the reality, you know what I'm saying, for young black men. Just like I said, man, you hit it around the head again, brother, you know what I'm saying? The kings will return, you know what I mean? But right now we gotta understand, I forget which warrior scholar hit this with me. It came from one of the maybe Brother KRS-One on one of the Hidden Color documentaries, man. But he talks about when you go to war, you know what I'm saying, all the way back to the tribes and to things like that. Anytime you go to war, who you attack first? You attack the strongest, the youngest men, and you get them compromised in whatever way, shape, or form. So we ask, where's the black man today? You know what I'm saying? Number one, they're distracted. You know what I'm saying? Number two, if they're not distracted, that they've been incarcerated. They've been held captive. You know what I mean? And the third one is, like you say, bro, they walking around and they don't want to care. The whole thing, that's the new generation. And we've become, you know what I'm saying, generations that have been detached, you know what I'm saying, for various reasons. You know what I'm saying, where the black man has not been in the family structure for generations. Not just one generation here. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying, in the 22nd century nearly, we're talking about 3 to 4 generations removed where the image of a healthy, strong black man is not there. It's been void. You know what I mean? So it's not by accident that that's happened. You know what I mean? So when we talk about the black man being accountable or being responsible, first you got to get all the way back to the root of what made that black man. The oldest saying is it's much easier to build a strong man and to repair a broken one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that statement there alone goes to the uphill battle in which we find ourselves fighting. Exactly. You know what I mean? But it also gives us the answer and the solution to where we have to start going back to our young boys before they ever become looked at as a man. Right. We got to understand that even in the education system, a young black boy is still viewed as a threat. That's why they kept in a subjugated position. You know what I mean? Was it to be that all the black men in this country, you know what I'm saying, let alone around the globe, but particularly in this country, you know what I'm saying, has some sense of identity, has some sense of pride, you know what I'm saying, had a really sense of understanding of what they mean to their community. That's the other thing that's been happening is that our roles have been downplayed. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that. Right. They tell you that, you know what I'm saying, or I won't say they tell you, but they show you, you know what I mean, that things go on just fine without you. You know what I mean? Even though all the while, you know what I'm saying, when you get underneath it, just like a genetically modified organism, it's gonna look just fine on the surface. But when you get to the, you know, underneath, and when you get to the inner workings of it, something is off. Something doesn't, you know what I'm saying, something's not operating right. You know what I mean? So when you look at any culture, you look at any society, you know what I mean? A society without their strongest young men, you know what I'm saying? When they've been compromised, when they're completely unaffected, when they're completely unaware of that they're under attack. So if you're unaware that you're under attack, that means you're doing nothing, absolutely nothing to fight back. You know what I mean? So that's really comes to the question of where we are. You know what I mean? You hit it again, Brother Antwoine. You talk about walking in the truth. Right. We got to start to give our brothers, with no matter what level or what age, you know what I'm saying, they are, we got to start be able to develop the tools that they need to deal with, what we're being faced with. Just like I say,